Let's do it.
I'm a little bit off today, I cannot put my finger on it. Got up a little off today, just to play that same old song. I don't really want to try today, I see nothing in my reflection. I'm a little bit dry today, I feel like I could die today.
They won't have. Wow, they have it. Square.
How to make Deadpool's blowjob. First, grenadine, amaretto, coffee liqueur, Irish cream, and black whipped cream. With great power comes great irresponsibility.
Hello, look at LTM Reviews to get you caught up on the oldest movies. Eddie Murphy's The Haunted Mansion. It's almost Halloween. Now, this is technically not my Halloween special, but I am still working on a few things, so I decided to go ahead and let this episode out of the way. So, let's talk about Eddie Murphy's The Haunted Mansion. So, for those who don't know, which I'm sure if you're a Disney fan, you should know, The Haunted Mansion was a ride at Disney World, and it's probably one of the more popular Disney World rides out there. It was released ever since the park was opened, and the ride would become one of Disney's greatest attractions in the entire park, both California and Florida. So when Disney made a critical and financial success with Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney thought, hey, let's make a movie based on the Haunted Mansion. So in 2003, they released The Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy. I never saw this film when it came out. I did remember watching this movie a couple times before as a kid, but I never had that many good memories because I was just a kid and I didn't like scary things. So now, looking at this as an adult, what do I think of the movie? It's not good, but it's not awful either. I can't act like I say I had a fun time with it, but I can't act like this was a pretty disastrous waste of time. Now, the movie was a big hit at the box office, but critics were not happy with the film. However, the movie has since gained a cult following for Eddie Murphy fans and for Halloween fans. So, let's talk about the movie a little bit. So, Eddie Murphy is this workaholic who's selling houses and stuff like that, and he says, hey, let's go on a little road trip for the weekend, just to get out of the house and stuff like that. But then he gets signed to go to this haunted mansion, which is the Haunted Mansion, and he starts noticing these weird, creepy stuff in the mansion, and there's like this weird plot where they have to find a key, and they have to save this angel or queen or something like that, and a lot of heaven and angels and demons and zombies and spiders and a lot of stuff like that happens. It's a pretty complicated story, honestly. So basically, now just so you guys know, I love Eddie Murphy. I am probably the biggest Eddie Murphy fan out of anybody in this world. I loved Coming to America. I loved The Nutty Professor. I loved Beverly Hills Cop. And I especially love the Shrek movies, mostly the first two and half of four. But I feel like Eddie Murphy was not the right decision for this movie. Here, let me explain. I think what doesn't work with the Haunted Mansion for me was Eddie Murphy himself. Now, Eddie Murphy's performance isn't that bad, and it's the typical Eddie Murphy exaggerating, him acting wild and crazy and stuff like that. But when I think of the Haunted Mansion, you kind of expect someone expect like a really dark actor. For example, in Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp works because his cartoony antics work with the story, and the acting and the setting really works for him, because nobody thought Pirates of the Caribbean would be a big hit as it was. The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy, it doesn't fit. If you're gonna do a dark comedy, you could have had a different kind of actor that's really good with dark humor. Like, for example, this movie could have starred someone like I don't know, Ryan Reynolds or Seth Rogen or someone who could really do good dark comedy. But Eddie Murphy just didn't feel that. Eddie Murphy wasn't really the right choice for the movie, and I think that's what kind of blew it for me and for most people. Now, like I said, his performance isn't bad, but his character is so cliched, and half of the time he wasn't really that funny. The visuals are okay. I do like some of the designs of the haunted mansion itself. I do like some of the ghosts and the zombies and the spiders. I mean, yeah, it's early 2000s CGI and it does look a bit dated now, but for the time, it must have been really impressive. This is a great looking movie, a good looking movie too, because like I said, it's got some cool settings, it's got some creepy stuff, it's got some creepy ghost designs and effects and a lot of cool stuff. But the thing is, I feel like I've seen this in movies like it looks like something out of the Casper live action movies, or the Addams Family movies, or even that one movie called The Haunting, which, yeah, I'm going to get to that movie at some point. The movie just, it doesn't look bad, it just looks kind of generic, and it feels like I've already seen this 1,000 times. The characters like Eddie Murphy and his family are very forgettable and kind of generic. The performances aren't bad, but they're just kind of weak and kind of bland. There are some really funny jokes. Not every joke hit a bullseye for me. I did like the one scene with the talking, singing heads, though, the statue heads. Those got a laugh out of me. And the music isn't too bad either. The music is very soft, and it's got some nice music and some very funny sound effects. But what kills it is Eddie Murphy's character and some of the side characters. Well, the side characters are not bad. Their performances and their characters are just bland. Like I said before, the family could have been really, really interesting. The effects, some of the effects at least, are kind of cheesy or kind of lame. Now, I did say for the time it was alright. But then again, when you look at it now, it does look kind of cheesy and it does look kind of dated. Like I said before, some jokes weren't funny, and some of them I was like, yeah, it's typical Eddie Murphy, and I've seen him make jokes like this a few times before. Some of the pop culture references were kind of dated too, like they say jiggling it or something like that, and they also make references to like, for example, I can't remember what other pop culture reference they made, but stuff like that. There are some really cool scenes, like some action scenes here and there, but they're very short and they don't really last very long and they don't serve much to the plot. And I feel bad because overall, I don't hate this movie, and I don't hate, it's not the worst Disney movie or even the worst Murphy film that I've seen. It's just, it could have been really, really cool, a really, really cool movie, because when I think of the Haunted Mansion, I expect something really funny and dark comedy and maybe put in some good scary designs and stuff. This film, it's just a typical kids movie. It's not the worst. I didn't hate the movie. I just wish there would be I don't think Eddie Murphy would have been the right, like I said, I don't think Eddie Murphy was the right decision for this. You could have had someone who was really good with dark comedy. And this film just didn't. Now, Disney did say they're going to probably try to remake this movie, like, maybe instead of either live action or maybe even animated, which I would actually prefer that. It may be expensive, yeah, but I would like to see Disney do this as an animated film. There is potential. I mean, it probably won't be the most original thing out there, but all the beats are there. So, but then again, who knows? Disney might change plans, and recently they were owned by Fox, so I don't know what else they got in the future. Unless they're going to do more of those live-action remakes. So overall, I guess if you like Eddie Murphy, it's got the same style of humor and kind of the same crazy writing you'd expect in his films. But then again, it's no Pluto Nash or Meet Dave. Haunted Mansion at least has some substance in it, even if it didn't work. I give the Haunted Mansion a 4.5 out of 10. It's not good, but it's not awful either. And if you have kids, I guess they'll like it fine. But then again, I would say they would be mostly scared by the effects and comedy than they are laugh out loud. All right, guys, that was the Haunted Mansion. What's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie? Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. This is LTM signing out, and I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, gee, that's very nice. Oh, what is this, some kind of magic act?
You've got to be kidding! A game for kids and grown-ups. What's the problem, Arthur?
I think I'm old enough to bathe on my own now, but my mom insists on getting in the tub with me every time. It makes me feel uncomfortable. What should I do?
Here's a tip. The answer may not be obvious at first.
Everyone has a right to privacy. Try being more firm with your mother about your refusal. Parents know best. You should do as you're told at all times.
I'll take your place, Arthur.
You've got to be kidding. A game for kids and grown-ups. What's the problem, Arthur?
Bathed with my mother, and now they're sleeping together too. It's making my dad mad and uncomfortable. So what should I do?
The tip. I am so mad.
Everyone has a right to sleeping with your mother. I'm sorry that it makes you uncomfortable.
This sounds like an issue that you should arrange a serious discussion with your mother about.
Nobody said you can't join us, Arthur.
Oh.
You've got to be kidding. A game for kids and grown-ups. What's the problem, Arthur?
I had a conversation with my mom. It looks like Binky is my dad now. I don't understand. I feel confused and upset. What should I do?
You should go to bed, son.
Arthur, I appreciate you're troubled, but I'm out of advice.
It's okay, Arthur. Binky is my father, too.
Help me.
Peace.